What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning in to see what I gotta say. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you guys for also sharing my videos. I have been seeing you guys do that. Thank you for tagging me. Y'all would put my video up and tag me, and I just thank y'all so much. Before we get in the video, I would just like to say, first of all, I'm sorry because I was gone for about 3 weeks. I know nobody probably care right now because I don't have like a huge fan base, but I got enough people that with me, you know what I'm saying? And y'all was asking me, where's part 2, where's part 2, where's part 2? And fortunately, here is part 2. I was just really sick, and I was in and out of the hospital and all that good jazz. So I'm okay now, but still keep me in you guys' prayers. And also this week I have been having a terrible week, like the worst week possible in my life. Like, I don't even want to get into it. I just want to get straight into the video. In part 1, I left off on the part where Sweat pulled up in front of me, and then he stopped because he had my phone, and he's holding my phone, right, and he's dangling it out the window, and he's like, come and get your phone. And I'm like, just drop it. Even though we were on like a two-way street, well, it was like a one-way, two-way kind of thing. It's like traffic going this way and traffic coming this way. There is only one lane for both. That's what we was on. I don't know what it's called because I failed driving school like twice, so I don't know, but we was on the street like that. If you know, let me know, okay? So we was on a street like that, and he's telling me to get out of my car and to come and get the phone from him. I'm like, no, just drop it. I'm steady telling him, just drop the phone, just drop the phone. Like, I don't want to get out this car. And at that point I was terrified because I ain't never seen him act so crazy in my life. So he drops my phone, and then he stays parked right there, right? So he like, come get your phone, dumbass girl. And I'm like, here we go with that. Once he pulled off, I got out the car, I ran to get my phone, and then he's driving straight, and then he come back and make a U-turn. Girl, I literally ran inside of my car, locked the doors, and he just flew by me. And for the rest of that night, we did not talk at all. I cannot believe he was acting like a monkey, so I did not text him. When I went back into the house, my little sister was like, where was you at? And then that made me remember her glasses was in his car because I had them on my face. And I'm like, I'm not even finna talk to him tonight. I'm gonna call him in the morning to see like if he can give me them glasses back. So I call him in the morning, no answer. I'm trying to get in contact with this man, and I was unable to for about 2 days. Like, even his baby mama didn't know where he was at because she asked me, have I been talking to him? And I'm like, girl, it was a whole lot of I ain't seen that man in the last 2 days. I haven't heard from him. I ain't got no call, no text, no nothing. On the 4th day, he was like, you left these glasses in the car. And I'm like, where have you been? Why haven't you been answering the phone? Like, I'm blowing up your phone, and I never do that. So obviously it's a good reason. And plus, them glasses was prescription. Like, my sister really needed those. Why I had them on trying to be cute, I cannot explain that. After that, because I'm a little slouched up, sit back, and I'm poised for position. So here it go. Wop. So like I was saying, my sister, she needed them glasses. So he hit me up, and he's like, I'll give you the glasses, but I'm going to pull up to your mom's house, and I'm gonna sit them on top of her recycling bin. And I'm like, no, you're doing too much. He was like, I'll do it at 4 in the morning. And I'm like, why 4 in the morning though? And he was like, because like I'm gonna just do it at 4 in the morning. That's when I'm gonna be back out that way. So I'm like, okay. None of that happens, okay? I'm gonna just say that right then and there. None of that happens. 4 in the morning, I didn't go outside to check because my mom lived in the suburb. Nobody was gonna steal the glasses off of a recycling bin. They just were not gonna do that. The next day, I'm like, hey, where's them glasses at? Like, I really need them. And my sister study asking me where I'm at, and I'm study giving her the runarounds because he have them. So after another few days go by, he finally returns the glasses, but he wanted to talk to me. But I'm like, I don't want to talk. Like, I really don't. And basically, he just wanted to apologize for acting crazy and taking my phone and bashing my hand on the wall. Because if y'all remember, in part 1, I said I got a hold of the phone, and he took my wrist. And he was like, he was going like this, and he was banging my hand on the window so hard, and my hand was so weak, and I just literally dropped the phone in slow-mo, just like that. Like, my hand was so beat up. And then when I went to work the next day, I was working at Olive Garden, and we had like white lights everywhere. So when I went in the bathroom, I could really see the bruises. I'm not light skinned, so I don't know, sometimes I can be. Like in the wintertime, I'll be a little light. In the summertime, I'll be a little dark. But for right now, it's the summertime. I've got burnt up. And I'm telling y'all now, I am not a light-skinned woman. My hand was beat up. It was green. It was purple. And yes, you could see it, even though I was black. But it was the wintertime when this stuff happened. Like I said, he returns the glasses. He wanted to talk. I did not want to talk to him. Only because I was scared about, like, if he wanted to do a redo or whatever the case may be. But he did not. He gave me the glasses and he just left it at that. And he apologized, and that was that. Now, right after he returned them glasses to me, I blocked him. Blocked him. Now, I ain't never blocked that man before, but I blocked him. I also stopped showing up to work because if y'all know, or if you guys are from TikTok, you already know babyless. Let me tell y'all. Okay, babyless is a term that I like to use for a guy who got somebody pregnant. If you had a stillborn, if you had a procedure done, whatever the case may be, your babyless will be the guy who was responsible for that baby. Boom. I had stopped showing up to work and I'm spending more time with babyless, and we're talking and he's trying to get me through everything, even though Sweat was a guy that helped me get through stuff with babyless. Like after I had lost the baby and stuff, I met Sweat at the mall, and that's how that happened. And he was really just helping me out a bunch. So whatever he did to me, like when all the cheating and all that, like that did not break me down. It would have broke me down if somebody else did it, like babyless, but he didn't. So like with Sweat, it was kind of sort of easy for me to forgive him because he did help me at like one of the worst times in my life. And he probably don't understand that, and I always reassured him, and I always told him, like, even though you a dirty dog, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I stopped showing up to work. I'm getting closer to babyless, and I'm getting a little bit of closure because he lets me talk about the baby, you know, and he don't really like to talk about it, and I don't think he would talk about it with nobody else. I really don't like to talk about it with nobody else, but I feel comfortable talking about it with him. So at that time, I told y'all in part 1, I was working at Olive Garden. No money Olive Garden, right? And I stopped showing up to work simply because I had money. I was kind of broke. I ain't even gonna lie. I was a little broke. My friend used to call me Brokey, and I used to call her Brokiana. Yes, we were definitely broke. Like I said, I'm missing work, okay? And my friend, who I was telling y'all, Brokiana, I'm gonna just call her Brokiana for the video. Love you, TK. She texted me and she was like, girl, why is Sweat here? Like I told y'all, I used to be at work running my mouth a lot. I used to be showing pictures and videos of us. And my special little burn book that's back there, I came up to the job and I showed my friend Brokiana, so she know what he looked like. So she like, why is, oh, I almost said his name. She like, why is Sweat here? And I'm like, he's at Olive Garden? Like, what is he doing up there? And she was like, he's asking for you. And I'm like, I don't know why he asking for me. And I wasn't there, so I had no clue. Like, I'm still not hearing from him, so I didn't think he was gonna pop up to my job. Maybe a couple hours after that, I'll call his phone and no answer, right? The next day, he called me back and he's like, what's up? How you been and stuff like that. I'm like, you talking about how I been? Why were you at my job? And he was like, why was I on the block list for 4 days? And I'm like, because you was acting crazy and I was kind of scared of you. And he used to call me little lady. He's talking about, you ain't got nothing to be scared about, little lady. I loved when he called me that. And he was from the city. He had that little Chicago boy accent, talking about some little lady. So basically he was like, you ain't got nothing to be worried about, little lady. Like, I ain't on that type of time, and I ain't trying to do this and I ain't trying to do that or whatever. He was like, I just want to see you and stuff like that, right? Keep in mind that I ain't talked to him the day before, right? After me and him get off the phone, his baby mama had hit me up, right? Because we had each other phone number. Like I told y'all, before we got into it, as we shouldn't, that bitch was my girl. Like, she was cool. She was cool. She was real cool. Real cool. I'm not gonna get on here. I ain't gonna bash nobody. That girl was cool. She hit me up, and like I told y'all, we wouldn't always talk about the baby. I would just ask her how she doing, how she mentally doing, because I'm telling you, when you pregnant, baby, your mind be all over the place. All over the place. And I knew that. So I'm asking her how she is and all type of stuff, and we're just chopping it up, right? And she told me that she was with Sweat yesterday, and I'm like, okay, that's probably why he didn't answer the phone. And I'm like, oh, okay. And sometimes she would throw stuff in as if she wanted me to ask about it. I don't know though, but I asked anyway because I don't know, sometimes I like to ruffle a little feather sometimes and be a little nosy. So she's talking to me and we're talking and she's like, yeah, we doing this, like he's getting better, his act is getting together. And she was like, and we went out to eat yesterday. And I'm like, did y'all go to Olive Garden? And she was like, yes, we went to Olive Garden and everything, and he spent a whole bunch of money. And I'm like, so he came into Olive Garden to see me, but they didn't go out. As I'm talking to the girl, I text my friend Brokian. I'm like, did he eat in? And she's like, no, he had an online order. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how much was it? She was like, it was expensive. It was about $100 or whatever, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. So back to me and the other girl conversation. She telling me they ate at Olive Garden and all of that stuff, and he spent all this money. But in my head, when I was with him once, his mama sent him $100 and was like, go run to this place and get yourself something and get the house something, right? And also he got me something too. So I'm like, it was probably just one of those, like the mama sent the money and that's what it was. But I don't know if the girl knew that or she was just trying to say that to make me mad, but I wasn't mad. Shit, I love a good meal too, bitch. So shortly after that, I told her that I worked at Olive Garden. She got so mad. Like I truly did not used to be trying to piss this girl off, but when she used to get mad, it just used to be so crazy because, like, first of all, she was from like the South or something, maybe. I really don't know, but I know she had like a country accent just a little bit, and she used to be going in, and it just used to be so funny to me. Like, people with accents, period, I just cannot take them serious because, like, who are you talking to like that? But she ain't going in on me, she's going in on him to me. Shortly after that, I'm asking her what are they gonna do, like, and what she's comfortable with. She ain't say she didn't want us talking, but she did say like she was so done with him and stuff like that. And I used to think she was dead serious because she used to be going in, like I said, but she probably wasn't, but that ain't none of my business. What I did next was I applied to Amazon because I'm like, he cannot be popping up there, you know what I'm saying? And maybe like after a couple days to a week, Amazon reached back out to me, and I'm like, he's not gonna be able to get in this job without a little badge. I didn't start working at Amazon just yet. The days leading up to it, I'm getting ready, right? Because I'm thinking that they finna take my badge picture and all this other stuff. So I go get my hair done, I go get my nails done, knowing that I might be placed in stowing or something and break a nail. I still didn't care. I went to go get my nails done. So when I'm at the nail salon, I noticed this car following me. And his mama still owns this car to this day, so I'm not going to say the car, I'm going to just say another one. And let's say I leave a nail shop and I'm seeing this Durango follow me around, right, in the parking lot, right? But the windows are tinted. I never seen this car before. And then I go get my hair done, and this Durango is following me. I still ain't said nothing because I'm just thinking we could be going the same way. You know, that's really how I be sometimes. And what really did it for me was when I was on my way home and this same Durango is following me home. I'm speeding, I'm trying to lose them or whatever, right? So I end up losing them, and I go home and I text him and I'm like, were you following me today? Mind you, I had never seen that car before. He ain't never pulled up in that Durango before. Actually, he have. That Durango was the truth car. So when I get home, I text him and I'm like, hey, somebody was following me, was it you? And he like, yeah, I'm trying to see if you were trying to go to Babyless house. And I'm like, bro, you did not have to do all that. Like, you was scaring me a little bit. And he talking about, I ain't trying to scare you, shorty. Ain't nothing for you to be scared about. And then a little bit after that, I started working at Amazon. And I was at Amazon and Olive Garden at the same time for a little bit, until he kept popping up at Olive Garden. Once I quit there, I was strictly on Amazon. But he knew that I was working at Amazon because at some point I told him, like, when we was together, I'm like, I'm gonna work here and then I'm gonna work at Amazon so I can have more money, because I have this love-hate relationship with working at Amazon. So of course, if anything happens, I'm gonna go back there for that money, and y'all should too. So he knew that I wasn't at Olive Garden no more, so he knew I was at Amazon. He just didn't know which one I was at. My first week at Amazon, I had met this guy. I met a guy, and we were chit-chatting, going back and forth. Sweat had noticed that I was barely talking to him, which I wanted him off my tail anyway, because like I said, he had a whole baby on the way, a baby that was created while we were together. So I didn't really care for him no more, and then he got his own stuff going on. But he noticed that I was being kind of sort of distant, and it wasn't for no reason. I just didn't want to talk to him like that no more. And he couldn't pop up on me, so I don't got to be worried, or I don't have to, you know, kiss his butt or give him attention for him to calm down. So I did it. My first week working here, like I said, I was being distant toward him and stuff like that. I had met this guy, and he was, around that time, he was like selling tote bags and stuff. And I had bought me one, right? So after I bought me one, I finally got it in the mail. And that same night I had got the tote bag and had it up in my room and stuff. Sweat came over to my house, like he just popped up. And he said that he wanted to talk to me. And then he also was like, where this bag come? What dude bought you this? And no dude bought it for me, but I'm not really answering his questions like that. And he used to be persistent, baby. If he wanted something answered, he was gonna ask, okay? But I wasn't really too scared of him, like I said, so I'm not really asking him. I mean, I'm not really telling him nothing. Okay, so he spends the night or whatever, right? And this particular night, both of our keys went missing. His spare car key went missing, and one of my house keys went missing. I had like 2 sets of keys, but 1 set went missing though. And he was swearing up and down that I took his car key because I didn't want him to go over his baby mama house and all this other stuff, which I really didn't, because I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But my key, I wasn't accusing him of taking my key, because my room it be a mess sometimes. Like, I always got somewhere to go, and that's when my room get messed up. It be clean until I gotta go somewhere. So I didn't accuse him of nothing. So after he spends the night and he goes home, I got work the next day. I go to work like normal, and while I'm at work, he texts my phone, and he's like, I'm not even gonna lie, that tote bag that you had, like he can stop thinking about it or something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was saying something about the tote bag, and he was like, who bought you that? And I'm like, I bought it myself. And he was like, that's not even your style, you don't even like that type of stuff, who bought you that? I'm like, I bought it. So then after that, he just let it go. He didn't ask me nothing else about that tote bag. And for the next week and a half, I want to say, when I was coming home, I had to be buzzed in by my sister. And another day, while I was at work, the baby mama, she had asked me, have I seen him or have I heard from him? And I haven't actually. Like, he actually left me alone, and I didn't even notice, because I wasn't really worried about it. And she asking me if I seen or heard from him. I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I just want to know. And I'm like, well, no, I haven't seen or heard from him. So right after that, I finished my little 12 hours at Amazon. I come home, my sister buzzed me up or whatever, right? And as soon as I go to open up my closet door, he's in there. And that is where I'm going to leave this story at for right now. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. And as always, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Please share this video. Thank you so much. Bye.